Well, it's happening. We have a teaser for the sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. In this case, it's The Devil Wears Prada 2. This kind of not that original, but I have high hopes for this. We got Emily Blunt, we got Anne Hathaway, we had Meryl Streep, and we have Stanley Tucci coming back. I really want this to work. And why? Because the original, The Devil Wears Prada, the original movie was basically, or is basically, one of my favorite movies of all time. It is a flick. I call it a flick. You know, it's a guilty pleasure of a movie, and it's a bit funny how I got to watch it. I think it was 2007, something like that. I was of course, I was still living in Venezuela. I remember that I was in Caracas. I did not live in Caracas. I lived in Valencia, and which is like 90 minutes away from Caracas. And I was in Caracas for precisely for the IELTS interview. You know, the IELTS, which is the British TOEFL. This English exam for proficiency. There's two stages. One of the interview, and I was doing my interview, and I was going home. I don't know if it was the interview or it was the full exam. I think it was the full exam instead. But I was coming home from Caracas, and I hopped on a bus that was going to take me like 2 hours to get to Valencia. And I remember that I was getting comfortable. It was those very comfortable buses, and a movie starts playing. Oh, nice, a movie. And I say that The Devil Wears Prada. Oh, what? Oh, no, it's like a fashion or something movie. Oh, how boring now. But, you know, that was the pre-internet in our cell phones era, the pre-social media era. There was no, I was not on Twitter or Facebook or anything. So you have to just die with whatever entertainment you had in there. So I just started to watch the movie, and it turned out that it was really good. And the funny thing is that the sound was very bad. I mean, in the bus, and the the monitors that we had to watch the movie was really tiny. And even so, I got to enjoy the full movie, and I said, "Oh yeah, this is really good." I didn't think about this about that until later. I don't know, maybe months later, that I stumbled upon it again. I had the opportunity to give it a proper rewatch and a solid watch. And I said, I actually like this. I love the characters. I love the writing is spectacular. The body language is so. I mean, Emily Blunt's character is so amazing in so many ways. I think that, of course, Miranda Presley. The way that Meryl Streep elevated that character, it is legendary. We have so many clips, we have so many memes, we have so many gifs, we have so many reactions based on that movie. That's something that it's hard to top that, and it is very hard. This is my concern, that the actual book, who was the sequel to The Devil Wears Prada, of Devil Wears Prada, The Revenge, or something like that, was released in 2013. And that in internet years and in civilization years is like another ice age. That is like eons ago. I have the plot here. The plot summary of that book, that sequel, is the story is expected to center on Miranda Presley navigating the decline of traditional print media at Runway Magazine. That was back in 2013, where she is nearing retirement and desperate for advertising revenue. She faces off against her former first assistant, Emily Charlton, now a rival high-powered executive at a luxury conglomerate holding the ad dollars Presley needs. And Andy, played by Anne Hathaway, is going to come to help Miranda in some way. I really hope that since the sequel book was not as successful as the original, that and it was released so long ago, I really hope that they take some liberties with that script and they write a solid script. I don't know who is writing this, by the way. I should let me see. Let me grab that really fast. Who is who wrote the screenplay. Oh, that too. Who wrote the screenplay? It's very important because it's the one who decides what gets on the screen. Aline Brosh McKenna wrote the screenplay. She also wrote the original. Oh, why? She wrote the original screenplay. That is a good sign. That is great. And directed by David Frankel. Was he the director of? Was David Frankel the director? Okay. Just to ask, just in case. All right, so we have the original cast. We have the original screenplay writer, and we have the original director. This has to work, right? This absolutely. This is not like Ridley Scott with Prometheus or nothing. Please make this work. Although we know why Prometheus was so bad in terms of that Ridley Scott. Ironically, Ridley Scott did not understand the actual thing that he created, Alien. That is a bit risky of me saying that, but it is a fact. It is a fact. But maybe that's a topic for another video. I had some images from the trailer here. I don't know if I can just it's very simple. It's just Miranda walking. I cannot play this because this has music that is copyrighted, and then Andy appears, and they're ready to go for it. And yes, only we have the full cast. And again, my favorite character, hands down. This is a secret. Don't tell anybody. It's Emily Blunt's character. I mean, there's the body language, the way that she dismisses, and in every single possible moment, that is cinema perfection. Cinema perfection. I really have high hopes for this. Please don't mess this up, Hollywood. Don't mess this up. You have one chance to do something great. We have so many sequels waiting for. We're expecting the sequel of Edge of Tomorrow at any point. I'm an Emily Blunt fan, as you have noticed, but let me know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Scene Surgeon. Much love and bliss.